Hello everyone and welcome. Today I will be showing you how to make my family's favorite sugar cookie recipe. Now my mom made this every Christmas. It was always my favorite cookie on the cookie tray by far. So let me show you how to make these simple and delicious sugar cookies. This one I make with just colored sugar on the top of it. And you can also frost them if you like. I know some people like to put frosting on. You're more than welcome to put your favorite frosting on those as well. But I'm going to show you today how to make these. Now, normally I do a lot of my baking and cooking vegan, but for this recipe, I have tried it vegan with the egg substitute, and trust me, it does not turn out well. So we're definitely going to need to use eggs in it today. And you also can use a gluten-free recipe of it as well. Just replace the flour that we're going to use with gluten-free. I have made it before with the gluten-free. It's okay. It does have a little bit of a different taste. It's almost a little bit more, I want to say grainy tasting and kind of gritty. But you're more than welcome to try that if you'd like. Okay, so I am using my plant-based butter, again, the Country Crock, and we're going to need 1/2 cup of that softened, which I left out last night before I went to bed, so that is all ready to go. And then we'll need 1/2 cup of shortening. And 1½ cups of sugar. And your 3 eggs. Your next ingredient is 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I like to put those in to my sugar and butter and egg mixture and stir it all together. I feel like it brings out the flavor a little bit more. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm going to use some of the all-natural vanilla paste that I have. It actually has the vanilla beans in it. And then I'm also just going to put some regular vanilla extract in as well. About 2 teaspoons. Okay. And we'll get it all mixed up. Okay, so the butter, shortening, sugar, vanilla, and eggs are all mixed up. Next, we're going to do 4 to 4½ cups of flour. I always go and do the 4½ cups of flour. I know some people might say the 4 cups is okay. Just for me, I like it with the 4½ cups. So of course you could always do 4 cups, blend it together and see what you think. And you can always, add another 1/4 cup and possibly another 1/4 if you'd like. That's what I'm going to be doing today. And 1 teaspoon of baking soda. All right, 1 teaspoon. Now we'll just get it all mixed and it will be ready to go into the refrigerator. Okay, everybody, so I wanted to show you how the dough started to pull away from the sides of the mixing bowl. That means that the dough is all done and can be put into the refrigerator. It says to chill for about 1 hour. I usually leave mine in a little bit longer than that, maybe 2 to 3 hours. But if you don't really have the time and you want to just chill for 1 hour, it definitely works. All right, let's get ready to get some wax paper out and get this in the refrigerator. Okay, so like I was saying, you can use wax paper to put the dough into and put it in the refrigerator to set up. If you don't have wax paper, of course, you could always just use a plastic container. I mean, you could even just put it in a dish if you wanted to and cover it up tightly with some plastic wrap or put a plastic bag over the entire bowl and put that in the refrigerator so that it gets chilled. But yeah, whatever you have on hand, doesn't have to be wax paper. I just think the wax paper is a little bit easier. Fold it up nicely, and then when you're done, you can just throw it right in the garbage. This vanilla smells so good right now. And you can always make these sugar cookies really any time of the year. I mean, usually we think of sugar cookies around Christmas, but you know, definitely anytime make them. Okay, now we're ready to put this in the refrigerator for about an hour or so. Cookie dough was in the refrigerator. Actually, it's been in the refrigerator for probably about 9 hours because I had other things to do today. So I did take it out about maybe 15 minutes ago or so, and it's starting to soften up a little bit. So we are all ready with it. Got out some of my cookie cutters, and I have my sugar. I also have some of the rainbow nonpareils. To me, these tend to roll off a lot, so I don't usually use those. I just use my colored sugars to put on. I have my trays out. Now, I do have 6 trays altogether, so I usually try to get out all of my cookie sheets or jelly roll sheets and have them all ready to go, because to me, I'd rather just roll them out and then just get started with it. Okay, so I turned my oven on 350 degrees. It's going to need to be on for about 8 minutes for each tray. And I always put my trays in separately. I don't ever put 2 trays in at a time because I think it kind of messes up the heating in it and they don't quite bake evenly. I usually wait until I have about 3 of my 6 trays ready to go into the oven before I actually turn my oven on, but I'm just getting ready to go on my 3rd tray, so I think I'll be fine. I just don't like to have a lot of time in between when one tray is coming out of the oven and I don't have another one ready in time, because 8 minutes goes really, really fast, you know, with having to roll out all the dough. But I do have a helper that will be helping me with the sugar. So stay tuned and I will show you the finished product. Okay, we're back and the cookies are all baked and cooling on the cooling racks. I want to show you how many this batch made, and they are pretty much full. The top rack isn't quite full. Of course, we taste tested a few. And then I have little ones down here that will be used for samples. So yeah, so it actually made quite a few cookies altogether, and that was just a single batch. And these cookies, some of them, as you can see, were a little thin. So I adjusted the time and I only baked them for 6 to 8 minutes. There you have it, the famous sugar cookies.